What's up YouTube, it's All. Today we're in Aldri. There's a new event going on in the game that is basically farm Aldri for more resources. We also have Gilroy too, who is a part of the new champion that's been released that you can summon. Although Gilroy, you don't necessarily need to beat Aldri. So today I'm going to be showing you guys a team that is made up of pretty much free-to-play champions, Turin, Akalon and Morgan. I nearly said Morgana. Morgan, 3 fantastic champions are going to help you, and then 1 DPS you can bring with them. You can bring somebody like a Bedivere, you can bring an Iweret. Wouldn't really recommend using Rosier because her red relic is kind of weak to the frost boss. So you don't really want to bring Rosier if you can avoid it. So any sort of damage dealer that is not red, I would say. Red damage dealers or fire relics can be a little bit squishy in this boss. Other than that, really the damage dealers, whatever is up to you, what you want to use. Although I find Bedivere to work the best. I haven't got big resources invested into Iweret, but you can use Iweret too since she is Frost Relic and she will be able to do enough damage as well. So we are going to run this team. I'll go ahead and show you guys a quick run. We want to basically use Morgan for her decreased defense and her strip off the increased defense that the boss does, because the boss does do damage based on his defense. He does damage based on his attack and damage based on his defense. So if you can land a decreased defense is good for survivability. If you can also strip off the increased defense, that also helps you stay alive as well. Morgan's the only one in here with the fire relic, so she's the one that we are trying to keep alive. As you'll see, the boss will target Morgan the most. So what I've done is a trick to keep her alive is to keep Turin. I use her in the Storm Relic, and in her Storm Relic she does increased defense for 2 turns, and in this game you can stack increased defenses. So I have Morgan and Turin very close in speeds, so that way Morgan can have increased defense times 2 on her, so she can have 2 increased defenses. So you'll see every time a Morgan takes a turn, Turin then goes and then doubles up on the increased defense. So we have 40% increased defense times 2, which is fantastic. So every time we're going to get hit, we have that nice defense boosting stat on us. So it makes us that little bit more tankier. The other champions, we're not really too worried about their survivability. Akalon, I've got in a bit of damage, and obviously with enough effect accuracy because he's landing the recovery disruption, because when this boss goes into hibernation he heals, and it's a massive heal. And Akalon is basically all you need. Gilroy, as I mentioned, is a champion that was brought out to kind of help you with Aldri, so that whenever Aldri does a heal, he takes damage instead. But I haven't really heard good feedback from the community about Gilroy, so I wanted to make a video showcasing my team and what I use for this. So you'll see we are around about 50%. There goes Aldri, he's into hibernation state. You can see we already have recovery down already. And Akalon on every A2, skill 2, he's going to be doing recovery disruption. So he's going to be lowering the amount of recovery he's going to do. I'll just quickly show you this. He's trying to heal there, but the heal didn't come off because Akalon is doing the recovery disruption. I'll show you the skills. We have basically skill 2 on every champion. Morgan skill 2 does a single target decreased defense and AoE strip. Turin does the increased defense and also the recovery over time, so that gives us 5% more HP or 5% HP heal every time we take a turn. Akalon is doing the recovery disruption, and then we have Bedivire's A2 doing the damage for us. So we are ticking along. It's not the fastest run because his boss is very tanky, hard to do a lot of damage quickly to him. I'm sure if my gear was better, and it will get better, but I'm sure if it was better it would be a much faster fight. But we will go ahead and take this boss down. Around about 3-ish minutes this team takes. It's really nice and safe, really nice and simple. I'll show you guys the gear and the stats after this, but really what you want to focus on is keeping Turin and Morgan as close in speed as possible. That way you can keep your Morgan with that double increased defense. Since she is red relic, she will be taking a lot of damage. You can use Storm Relic. Storm Relic is much, much better, but Morgan comes with her Red Relic. That's why I'm showcasing the Red Relic. I don't actually have the Storm Relic. If I had the Storm Relic, this would be much easier. I wouldn't have to worry about Morgan basically not surviving, because the amount of damage reduction you get from the different affinities or the different relics is fantastic. I love that element to the game. I love the fact that if you use a relic that's powerful against the boss, it gives you a massive, massive boost. So there it is. The run came in at 3 minutes and 17 seconds. I think my best time for this run is around about 3-ish minutes, I'd say. Oh, that was our best time, 3 minutes and 17 seconds. I could have sworn I've done it faster. But I'm sure if I keep running it on PC with slightly higher frames, I will be able to get like 3 minutes. Let me go ahead and show you guys the stats I'm running on these champions. It's not too long ago that I've completed this, so I am still working on my gear. We'll show Bedivere first. He's 203 speed. He has 46% crit rate. People do like him at 60%, but this is all I can get for now with good stats. I try to farm a little bit. We do have some good pieces, or we have 6 stars, but we have like a rare 5-star ring. Hard to get a good speed ring. The Ami, or the earrings, I should say, decent, not great. Crit damage, speed, and crit rate. Crit rate's a good stat, not really helping with damage, but it does help with us landing those crits, especially on the first or second turn. The attack necklace could probably do with an upgrade. This is not really doing much for us. It's like just a 5-star attack percentage. Really, really bad earring. And then we have necklace. Oh, sorry, that was the necklace, and these are the earrings. Yeah, pretty. As you can see, the gear is not anything great. Really nice boots, honestly. Double speed, crit damage, and crit rate. Then we have double speed, crit rate, crit damage. On the chest, it's 4-star though. And then 5-star with, yeah, just double attack percentage, attack speed, and crit damage. Nothing great. I am using a Pierce banner. A lot of people do prefer crit damage versus Pierce. I personally like Pierce, so I am running Pierce. Hit accuracy on the Ami, or on the orb, I should say. And then the belt is just flat HP. I don't really mind flat HP. It would be nice if it was more attack percentage and more damage stats, but the survivability is nice too. Again, I want to show you guys the Morgan plus the Turin. So I have Morgan here with 245 speed, 27,000 HP we can say, and 2.2k defense. These are the survivability stats that you kind of need to be running. I have the effect accuracy around about 66%. You could shoot this up a little bit more, but it's working for me just fine. So I'm happy to kind of keep it there. And then we have her in a vigor set with some crit. I like her doing a little bit of damage just so the fight goes a little bit faster. She has a 4-star ring. She has the crit earrings. You can run HP percentage. I normally run crit damage or crit rate, but in this boss, we need that survivability. So I've gone with HP percentage on the earrings, and the necklace obviously effect accuracy, and also belt effect accuracy. Speed over here, and I think this might be, oh, it's crit rate. Okay, so we've gone with crit rate on the banner, which is nice. Double effect accuracy, speed, attack percentage. Would have been nice to get a few more stats, but that's okay. 9 speed on the boots. Then we have the 6-star chest, and then we have the 6-star helm with speed in there as well. And then I'll go show you guys the Turin. Turin is, so in her relic with the frost relic, her healing isn't dependent on her HP. So you really just want her fast enough to keep up with Morgan, right? If your Morgan is 230, then you want your Turin to just to be behind 228. If your Morgan is 250, then you want to be around about 248, 245-ish speed. You want her to basically not get cut in between Turin and Morgan. That way you can keep the increased defense and stop your Morgan from going down in Aldri. Because if Morgan goes down, your damage is going to fall off. You're not going to be able to remove the increased defense, and you won't get decreased defense neither. So very important that you keep these two champions close to each other. In terms of gear, this is like my only 6-star vigor speed ring. I was super lucky. I rolled double recovery, so good for healers. Not really good for Turin for this type of healing, but when she does healing based on her HP, I'm assuming that's when it's going to really help with the recovery. But it's the fastest ring I had, so I put it on. Then we have double speed everywhere. This where we don't have double speed, we just have a really bad boot over here. And then we have some HP percent, not really the greatest chest. And then helm, I think it was double speed, so that's pretty nice. I have a defense banner with a double speed. I mean, we could roll this again to hit another speed. Okay, effect accuracy. Well, you know, what are you going to do? Triple speed would have been nice. And then we have the speed orb, and then we have the recovery on the belt. Again, I use a lot of storm relic when it comes to wait, was this storm relic we were running? Yes, we were running the storm relic. I run a lot of frost relic when it comes to dungeons. That's why I have like a lot of recovery on her. For the dragon boss, I use the frost relic, and we just use her massive healing that way. But the storm relic is where you're going to get the increased defense. So the storm relic isn't really relying on recovery as a stat, since it's going to give you max HP healing every single time based on the champion that has the buff. So that's the video. That's the team. Let me know what you guys think. I would try Iweret, but I don't have a 6-star, and I also don't have a lot of investment in her. If I had the banner and if I had the 6-star, I'm pretty sure she'd be able to do it just fine. But that's the video. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks so much for Netmarble for sponsoring this video. Shout out to them, doing a fantastic job behind the scenes. And yeah, let me know in the comment section down below what you guys are running for Aldri. Are you doing stage 9? Are you guys doing stage 10? Let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.